So, hello everyone. Thank you for taking the time to attend our presentation. We hope we can give you a really good introduction about a real-life application that's, from my viewpoint, very, very exciting. Yeah? First question is, why are you actually here? And I just want to give you some idea of why it's worthwhile to keep sitting here and not leave earlier. Basically, we want to show you what we're doing in terms of the strategic portfolio management, and it's very exciting because we're not talking about a digital product or a software. We're talking about a physical product that is actually used by MANN+HUMMEL. We also use the SPM features of ServiceNow. That's why we're here at this conference. Specifically, the demand project, the roadmap planning is also new for me. And we use the product and product families as a feature. One aspect that makes it really valuable for MANN+HUMMEL is the connection of multiple systems with ServiceNow to give a 360-degree view. And as a result of this effort, we will greatly improve the time to market of our physical products, the filter products. And we will have much better coordination of the different things that happen to this product, such as feature requests, innovation, ideas, and so on, and projects, and coordinate also that with events like trade shows and so on. Finally, it's also my experience with ServiceNow Rollout in the business world. We immediately, by using ServiceNow, we create a really huge transparency for everyone concerned. And so this is, for me, also the really great thing about using ServiceNow. And now I will do a brief introduction myself. I'm Patrick Niesen. I'm heading the Enterprise Service Management Department, MANN+HUMMEL, part of the IT. I have about 7 years of experience with ServiceNow. Also, my previous company, I introduced it first time. And in MANN+HUMMEL, I'm nearly 3 years now. And yeah, and Andrew?
Yeah, my name is Andrew Glynn. Good afternoon. I'm located in Global Product Management OE. Today, on behalf, I'm talking about SPM because my supervisor, Werner Scharf, is on short notice, not available. But Werner and I, we are the parents of strategic portfolio management. We call it Roadmap Boost PM 4.0 internally. And yeah, I'm 18 years with the company in several functions, R&D, project management, and mainly the last decade in product management. Let's give you some insights about MANN+HUMMEL. Yeah? We are quite famous for clean mobility, filtration in mobile solutions, but we as well supplying filtration products for cleaner air or cleaner water. So we call it life science and environment. So maybe this morning when you got to the exhibition or the conference today, you encountered many filtration products. Yeah? So that means filtration is everywhere. Mobility, health, nutrition, beverages, it's everywhere, but often it's hidden. So our mission at MANN+HUMMEL is to separate the useful from the harmful. And our vision is leadership in filtration. Just to give you some key figures about MANN+HUMMEL, we are a family-owned company founded in 1941. We have more than 22,000 employees located in 80 regions or locations with a turnover up to 5 billion euro. We are quite strong in global research, so this is as well a link to the strategic portfolio management. We have more than 1,000 R&D people working in 35 R&D locations, leading to more than 100 patent applications on an annual basis. So in total, we have 4,500 patents created, and impressive number regarding our production capabilities. We produce 32 filter elements per second. And this is just counted in automotive. Let's focus on our business unit, OE, original equipment. So In that business unit, we cover pass car, quite famous, heavy-duty on-road, but the other ones, heavy-duty off-road and industrial processes, we call them HD&I, heavy-duty and industrial. And this is as well the link to SPM. And now, let's give you some insights about the reason why we are here today. So if we look at a machine like an excavator or agriculture machinery, a tractor, in that case it's an excavator, you see a bunch of filtration products inside that application. Yeah? This is a conventional powertrain, so-called combustion engine, and from an air filter with an element, with accessories attached, a cabin air filtration is relevant, fuel filtration, oil filtration, hydraulic filtration, and crankcase ventilation, so a lot of filtration products. Imagine it's not that medium-sized excavator, it's a small-size excavator or a huge excavator. You need as well this matching products, scalable up and down, yeah? And this leads to a high complexity to manage our products. For automotive business, it's easy. One part number produced in really high quantities. But for our so-called multi-customer products, we are selling one product into different segments, to different customers in different regions. Yeah? So it's a fragmented quantity behind compared to automotive, low or just one part number and high quantities. But we are as well part of the transformation. Yeah? We will supply, or we're going to supply already, products to the new mobility, fuel cell applications and electrified vehicles, like fuel cell filtration systems, battery systems with venting unit, e-drive applications, and cabin air filtration to monitor and to ensure the air quality in such applications. So having no combustion engines anymore does not mean for us we do not have any business in the future anymore.
Yeah.
Let's send over to Patrick.
Thank you. And now, since we are in a ServiceNow conference, so some facts about our ServiceNow structure, our team. We have a track record. We were nicely introduced here since 2017. We use ServiceNow. We have every member of the white collar in ServiceNow can actually access our service portal, and we have 800 fulfiller in the various roles roughly around the world, a lot of them in IT, but also in shared service. And as you can see on the figures, this is a snapshot I took a while ago, but we have about 86,000 ServiceNow transactions, so there's incident changes, requests, and so on, but also cases. And it was actually shocking for me to see that IT is one of the smaller ones. Yeah, so we are only the second last place with 7,000, and all the sales cases they make an opportunity to cash. These are huge numbers. Yeah? So that time I realized it's actually not the service management for IT, but this is enterprise service management. Yeah? The benefits I always see, again, is whenever we onboard people to ServiceNow is the transparency. We can measure progress and performance of these different units and the cases and actively manage it. And also it's the pre-stage for full automation, which is of everyone's holy grail, I suppose, these days with digitization. And for us, this time is really the first demand coming from somewhere really close to our products, and that's really nice for me as an IT guy. We always sit somewhere in the ivory tower, but now I'm dragged down to the factory floor by Andrew and Werner, and yeah, it's a really exciting project. Yeah. So on the ServiceNow side, we have a team, I think they might even be in this room, some representatives. We are quite small. In last year, we had only 7 full-time admins. We processed 565 stories and spent about 2,700 hours developing new features. And also just, I think this is interesting for all ServiceNow people, our plans for the future. We're now growing to a stage where that's not really sustainable anymore, and therefore we have to focus areas where we want to also hire. One is this called success consultants, who's more on the business side, understand how departments work, and then help them to go onto ServiceNow and help us to give value back to them. And the other one is for the AI topic. There's lots of useful applications that we see. We did a trial and we found, okay, this requires full-time staff actually, so that we plan to have, as a start, one AI analyst. And also the topic right now, since the ESM is growing so much, we run into capacity issues. Our team becomes the bottleneck for all this implementation. So we have a triple strategy. One very kindly inspired by BMW peers from me. They provide this topic mitosis, where we take some good guys from our team and expand them to create a second team. That's one strategy. Another one is to use also on a business side people, a citizen developer, for example, HR. We want them to be able to create their own forms and workflows so that we don't break them. And finally, we have also used more external partners, especially for projects, to do the heavy lifting and also architecture advice. And the most important thing that we learned from recent projects is we need these roles quality engineer. If we have development from different areas with different partners, internal and external, there's a huge risk that the quality is not good, that is delivered, and to make sure that the releases are good, we have these quality engineers that we want to have in the next year. So, which features do we use? A whole umbrella of topics, ITSM and ITOM, of course, CSM also from the very beginning. We're using Agile mainly for ServiceNow, demand management in the infrastructure area and application demands, application portfolio, hardware and software asset management, the app engine purchase not yet in use, now the roadmap feature, and we are also looking at vulnerability and workplace service delivery.
So I can imagine you're curious why we're doing that stuff. Yeah, our challenge is to extend our capabilities. Yeah, historically we are an automotive on-road driven company. Yeah, we are really good in performing project management, program management, having a RFQ from a customer, replying, putting that into the process in our project management tool, and at the end we have a physical product that goes to our automotive customer. But we want to extend the capabilities, as mentioned. We want to look to the left and right-hand side of our digital thread or the company value chain. Yeah? So we now have an additional focus on our so-called off-highway and industrial applications, yeah? Where we're selling multi-customer market products, standard products to customers. The business case is, let's say, accumulated by different segments, customers, applications. And as mentioned before, not only one part number, one customer, but a multitude of different customers leads to the business case. And therefore, we want to have visibility within our portfolio. Yeah? So far, we're working with Excel and PowerPoint. Yeah? And if there's any dependency, yeah, if innovation project is delayed, it's something static written on a PowerPoint. Yeah? No impact. Maybe someone who is attending the steering committee has the information by hand and shares that to the project manager or the product manager in charge, but nothing is linked. The visibility is not good. As a product manager, I always mentioned, when I published a roadmap, it was already obsolete, yeah? Due to having, again, new input that would be part of the roadmap. Yeah? So the visualization is quite important for us. Yeah? Even capturing ideas and demands, yeah, to enrich them to a later physical sellable product that contributes to our strategy targets. And very important to allow bottom-up and top-down views, to see the gaps, to identify the opportunities, yeah, and very important to take the right decisions at the right point of time. And another challenge was we have different systems already in place. They are quite good, but we want to have them synchronized, yeah? Single source of truth, yeah? Maintain the information in one tool and make use in other tools to push and pull information. This is part of our strategic portfolio management, internally known as Roadmap Boost. So therefore, we did a pilot phase with our implementation partner, PlanHorizon, and we achieved the confirmation for, let's say, our pains and challenges we had. Yeah? Things like the mapping of the portfolio and governance of innovation projects, already in development projects, and heritage already in the market existing sellable products. And here we're talking about a lifetime of not months or years. Sometimes it's 30 years. One of our most important air cleaner is still 30 years old, yeah? Generates a lot of revenues. So, therefore, the pilot phase confirmed that the alignment planner workspace is suitable to cover our needs, to visualize the roadmaps and the dependencies and the interconnections. Then we confirmed that the architecture with the interfaces and the data push and pull works as we expect and as we wanted and required and specified. And furthermore, the creation of dashboards from different sources to combine the information to make better portfolio decisions as a product manager and to report those results to our management.
Yeah, and from a technical viewpoint, the challenge was really we need to take this data out of various systems. We have the ERP, SAP system, of course, PLM, financial planning, forecasting, and some data warehousing and visualization, analytics segment of SAP, and that has to go into ServiceNow. And then fortunately, we realized we already have this data in a data lake, so we can just hook up to that one. So that's really convenient, and it goes back to have this single source of data where it's maintained, and we just recycle the data that is already there, not
and
creating.
Reduces the interfaces.
It reduces the interface and makes it easier to manage. Correct, yeah. Okay, and here we go to a series of screenshots now. I think most of them Andrew will explain, but here maybe a very technical level. We use the CMDB functionality, and those of you who know more about the CMDB know that there's also products and product models, and we utilize these things by extending a table, especially for our physical products, and with the relevant information, which business unit, what category, and so on. Product family, these are really physical product related and not what you normally have in the CMDB for configuration items out of the IT world. And Andrew, if you want to explain more how this is useful for you, I think it's a great display anyway.
This is an example of a roadmap during the pilot phase. Yeah, we see the product group, air cleaners, the family, Entron HD or Entron XD or Icon V, these are the fancy names of our air cleaners. And below we still have different sizes. Remember the picture with the excavator, yeah? This was a medium-sized excavator. We have smaller ones, bigger ones, and we need as well the suitable product. So for a smaller excavator, we need a smaller air cleaner, yeah? Or for a bigger excavator, we need a bigger air cleaner. So we have within that family 4, 5, 6 sizes, yeah? Like Entron XD, the family has within that family 7 sizes, yeah? And we need to manage them with future extensions, with facelift, re-engineering activities, yeah? And this is just an example that was for us the confirmation that with SPM or with ServiceNow, we are on the right path to have our requirements fulfilled. And we are pulling data from existing systems. Our PLM system, yeah, is the leading system for project management, yeah? And if we look into the future, having new ideas of products, families for each of the product groups, yeah, this will be then no more Excel or PowerPoint engineering. It will be synchronized up to date in the ServiceNow platform, with the interfaces and links to innovation topics that enable the physical product to be successful on the market, yeah? And if there's a delay in that innovation or multiple innovation projects, it must have an impact on the physical product that will be sold later. Yeah? So this synchronicity is very important for us. And as well, we have the product master data pulled from the PLM system, but we can enrich the system with additional information that is not required so far in any of those maybe engineering departments, but it's beneficial for product management, sales, and other stakeholders. And at the end, we're starting with a product roadmap tool. So coming from the market requirements for our multi-customer products, we summarize the needs for different product families and sizes, and this leads to enrichment upfront with innovation. And again, to have, let's say, operations topics covered, that could be just an outlook for how to use roadmap, not only in one function or in functions like not product management, only engineering and sales, but as well for operations and purchasing topics, yeah? To have everything synchronized, visualized with the later contributing product to the targets. And last but not least, it's an enrichment of demands with business plans. So we want to make comparisons and scenario calculations. What happens if we do not invest in an air cleaner family called Icon V? Yeah? What would be the contribution that will be not there in 2026 if we skip the R&D work now to play in scenarios? Yeah? Or what would be the net sales in 2030 if we start 2 additional product groups or families? Yeah? Top-down, bottom-up synchronicity is very important. And yeah, having a dashboard to combine information from different sources, from project management, milestones that are already generated during the course of the project, where calculations from controlling were generated, to have always the latest insights into the portfolio, what's going on, and to make better decisions in product management and even more on management level.
Yeah, so basically we are finished with our presentation. Just to summarize for you, we think that this pilot was very successful and it's very promising for the future. We have this strategic portfolio management and the alignment planner that will be a really great fit for our organization, even if it's outside the IT. We can create lots of synergies with ServiceNow because we can cover the whole journey of a product from the idea over the to kind of make a business case for it, to the development, to the actual launch and the life cycle once it's there in the serial production. We have already, for us, ServiceNow platform, it's very convenient because we already have a support team. If you use another tool, you probably need to hire some people to manage it. And we have we have potential for expanding the functionality, also to create application by using the app engine. Yeah? So that's something that's in the back of our heads right now. Our concept for going forward is good enough. Yeah? So we're not trying to put everything in at the beginning, so we go iterative, agile, forward. And so our target is really to go live with the full rollout, which is, I think, about 50 active users plus 100 stakeholders that can access it in Q1 2024. From my perspective, as a platform owner, ServiceNow, I want to do it because this has potential not just for the OE area of our business, but all the other areas too, and even for the IT area and the shared services. So right now we're building it only for one, but if this is expecting or fulfilling all the expectations that we have, I see this will be a really great tool for the whole organization for us.
Scalability was very important for our decision, yeah?
Yes. For me, if it's not global, I'm not really interested for it. So, okay, good. So I hope we could give you some inspiration, maybe some impulse for your own thinking, for your own projects. Also, thank you very much, PlanHorizon, for supporting us on that very good cooperation. And so, thank you very much.
Thank you, Patrick and Andrew, for this very engaging presentation. I have not received any questions here, just one from my side. Quickly, how did you justify the whole project in front of management? I mean, we heard everything about, you know, more transparent planning and, you know, you are more precise in what you're doing and, you know, innovation, success for your products. But in terms of numbers, you know, bottom line, you know, how did you justify it?
It was quite easy. We have very ambitious targets to grow until 2026, 2030 and beyond, yeah. And if we do business as we do now in the past, we do not reach our targets. We need to do things different and in a new way, and therefore we need the support of such a tool to manage and monitor the portfolio that contributes to those ambitious targets.
And it is aligned to a strategic objective. So we have some high-level objectives that we follow up also in some agile methodology and OKRs, and so this is one of these cornerstones that help us to reach the strategic objectives.
How big is your team managing the SPM?
I showed you these 7 people which are expanding. I think now we have 9. Okay. And in the next year we're trying to expand that, but they're not specifically for SPM. They're generally for the ServiceNow platform. And if we need maybe more development, probably we continue to use outside parties also to drive us forward. Yeah.
Such as PlanHorizon.
For example, yeah.
Okay. Okay. If there's not any more questions, I'm just checking again if anyone, or perhaps raise your hand if you want to quickly ask Andrew and Patrick. Okay, great.
Yes.
The question is there, but it doesn't really matter.
I'm too late, as you know.
Sounds like a song.
How much customization effort, I mean, just by and large numbers, percentage-wise, did you need to put into your journey? Customization of the ServiceNow platform.
Yeah, my philosophy is not to customize anything. So the answer is the least possible. What we do is not a customization, but more like a configuration. So the extension of existing tables is accepted practice, which, and for me, very important, it should not affect the rest of the demand management, which is already in use with IT. Yeah. So that's, I think, also PlanHorizon helped us very much to stay along that line. So we want to go forward in the same way.